Ew. What are we trying to do? Right. Chaos Trial. Fingers crossed we don't get Drill. Or, honestly, Bastard. Give me fucking Parasite. Ow. Rough start. I wish this thing had a fucking...
You didn't beg. Got that going for you.
Oh my god, I hate both of these. No. Frozen Vengeance sucks, dude. For the first one, too, I'm gonna have to deal with this for every single one of these. Not sick. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, right. Very big. Come fight.
This is not going well.
I've got vengeance on my mind.
Oh, fuck you.
What do you want? A bloody ballad?
That up. Fucking buddies. I have to deal with this every fucking round now.
guess just shoot them. That's the game. They're everywhere. This sucks. Isn't it like a chance to create a Frost Buddy? Feels like everybody I fucking kill. Frost Buddy, Frost Buddy, Frost Buddy, Frost Buddy. I haven't, okay, I should really start. So, what we're working with here is a Blight Caller Stabomancer build that focuses on electric damage and movement speed and a little bit of poison damage because we just have it buffed up, which we could change, honestly. Maybe we just want to focus on lightning damage. But basically what I'm trying to do is deal lightning damage to increase my movement speed. Okay, yeah, let's go with easy. So what we're trying to do is deal lightning status effect damage to increase my movement speed. And then, based on how fast I'm going, deal additional damage, and then anytime I deal a status effect damage, damaging it from all sources is increased. We also have points into the poison damage, fire rate, because it helps us deal fire rate. Fire rate increase means that there's a higher chance that our status effects will hit, will cause a status effect, which will start status effect damage. We have buffs to status effect chance and duration, so if they get hit with a status effect, it will last longer, and it's an increased probability that will actually do the damage. Obviously, this one is kind of the point of it. Dealing lightning status effect damage increases our movement speed and a percentage of our maximum ward capacity. So that we essentially get very tanky, very fast. The poison stuff is kind of what I'm playing with right now. So like anytime we hit gun critical hits, we do a Bog Spirit that deals poison ability damage, which kind of helps us with this. Where when we deal non-status effect poison damage, because this is poison ability damage, so this is not, you know, non-status effect poison damage, this is poison ability damage. So when we get those critical hit, when we get these Bog Skulls to actually hit our opponents, we can then get them in a soaked status, which will increase lightning and frost damage. We're not really using frost all that much. I have a point spec in here, but I really probably shouldn't do it. I should use it somewhere else. And then when we have poison status effect damage or poison status effect, it increases our critical hit damage, companion damage, and action skill cooldown rate. And then we have the Spirit Swarm as the capstone. I'm still playing around with like what I really want to do here. And I think maybe I should spec more into the Stabomancer, my secondary, with a status effect damage and duration, you know, dealing status effect damage, increases damage from all sources, and then moving fast. And really what I'm trying to do here, I have a few, what am I, level 38 or something, so I have like 2 points left. I need to kind of respec this side and figure out how to spec into this side correctly, because what I really want to get is I can shoot and sprint at the same time, so I can go really, really fast and start dealing a lot of damage that way. And then this one, Contagion, is actually pretty good too. Whenever I apply a status effect, there's a chance it spreads to nearby enemies. It'd be really good for like mobbing, not as great for bossing, but it's possible that I want to spec more into this and then do this as like a sub-spec, because I'm really heavily spec'd here. It's possible that maybe just like the poison stuff is kind of immaterial, like probably not helping me all that much, and it might be the speed. I hate this fucking color scheme. I gotta change this. This is just fucking put through a blender. It's possible that the speed is really what I should be speccing into, and like the status effect stuff on the Blight Collar side is what I should be like not as concerned about. I'm not sure, but at first I wanted to just kind of like deal as much status effect damage as I could and see how that went. And then I kind of found like the movement speed buff is just like kind of insane. So I just wanted to focus on lightning damage. I mean, like I can just, like fucking just jump around the map like nothing. Oh, just leveled up. Oh, that's level 40? Oh, so I only have the 1 point left, so I gotta really do some respecking after this run. Pistol has done me well up until this point, but now that I've hit Chaos level 5, I think it's kind of past its prime. Kind of all these guns aren't feeling that great, to be honest. See, there are the Bog Spirits. I gotta use SMGs to get the Bog Spirits. They just add another level of fucking damage that I'm not getting with the other weapons. You gotta have high fire rate guns, SMGs, and just get those Bog Spirits down. What I think I need is I need a really good like lightning SMG, because right now I just have this. It's a 2.31 fire rate as opposed to, what did I just use? The Spriggan? 6.22. That's actually not that good. What I need is I have like 10.454 fire rate. You see right there? Like, I need high fire rate stuff so that the Bog Spirit and the status effect stuff is just, like, proccing almost constantly. Oh, we have a free point to use. So let's just use it. I think we'll just do the movement speed thing. So, yeah, I need to respec entirely. I need to figure out how I can despec here enough so I can respec and get some of this stuff, because I think that'll be crucial. And then in my hero stats, I've obviously status damage, we buff that as much as we can. Buff crit chance, because if we're... Oh, we have 2 available? Oh, shit. Crit chance because our status effect damage can crit, and we want to increase the chance that happens. And then also, the higher crit chance that we have, the more likely we're going to send those Bog Spirits from our gun damage. And then those Bog Spirits deal poison ability damage. That poison ability damage can proc the soaked effect. Yada, yada, yada. And then we have everything else in attunement for skill cooldown, because we want to make sure we have the Bog Totem, which is our like action ability. Or action skill, I guess you would call it. We want to make sure that we have that up. At least we want 1 Bog Totem up. I have 1 more? Oh, I have 2 points available. Okay, so yeah, shoot and sprint at the same time. And then I think, yeah, we'll just do it for now. So we get, I mean, we don't have to respec all that much. I can move the Frost one, because if I just want to focus on lightning damage, move the Frost one over here. And then, like, because I have equipment that buffs this stuff, maybe I can move one of those over here. And then honestly, maybe this capstone just isn't that important. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to do some Where else do I have points available? Oh, myth rank maybe? Oh, shit. Frost status effect chance or status effect damage. Is there what? Is there no status effect damage? Poison damage, ability damage, lightning damage. That would be good. Strength, constitution, dark now, dexterity, fire rate would be good. And movement speed. It's either going to be wait, wisdom. Oh, and wisdom is status effect damage. Okay, so yeah, we wanna buff wisdom. Oh. Oh, so I have to spend it in here now? Okay. Intelligence, no. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm not sure I'm understanding how this is working. But, whatever. I thought I could just spend it on whatever first, but I guess I have to unlock it by speccing into one thing and then unlocking the next thing. We'll see. Next time we level up. That's crazy that I got 2 to end the thing. That's actually super useful. So like, see how those bog spirit skulls are coming from my gun and from the bog spirit thing? That's so critical. Because the extra damage I'm getting from those, if I can get like a lightning gun that has like this sort of vibe to it. See, like, no, I'm not getting any spirits proccing off this one because just, you know, I got 1 there. And I've been using the gun for how long? I just need like a high rate of fire lightning gun. So I can get the double dip of poison damage and lightning damage. I get the speed buff and I can get the soaked effect. That's just what I gotta find. I gotta find some like dank lightning status effect dealing SMG with a high fire rate. Because right now, using this stuff, like, it's good, but it's just not the right vibe for what I'm trying to go for. Oh, and I should be able to shoot while sprinting now. Reload. Those frost buddies, dude. Fuck you. Okay, so I have to spec into strength and I have to spec into dexterity. Oh, no points available, of course. I only lost the one, that makes sense. I'm not doing any of the side quests just because, like, they're fucking annoying. They usually make you stand still. I want to be on the move. Ride the Lightning is the name I'm going to give this build. When it's finished. It's nowhere near done. I just hit max level, for God's sakes. The reason I like putting the poison bog spirits down is it can proc the soaked effect by doing poison ability damage, which is not non-status effect poison damage, right? I think it's poison ability damage. So by doing the soaked effect, I'll get bonus damage. Like, I'll switch to a poison gun just to get the bog totem to shoot poison, because now I'm dealing bonus damage. Ooh, what is he doing? And now I'm moving fast, dealing damage because I'm moving fast. I just desperately need a high fire rate SMG that has lightning status effect damage, because that would I think that would just pull it all together, right? Move fast, just shoot that thing like a wild fucking madman. A Spriggan would be good because it's less aim intensive. I can just point it in a direction and it'll just like attach to enemies. And also, if a Spriggan with a high fire rate, like, I'll just be shooting those frickin' bog spirits. I'm not a huge fan of my spell either. I don't know. I gotta take a look at spells too after this run. Frost buddies, dude. Get out of here. That being said, this level... What am I, level 5? Chaos. Oh, God. God, how long is this run gonna be? Oh, okay, well. Ask and ye shall receive. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's LeChance? Fuck yeah. This is gonna be dope. LeChance is good. I was so nervous it would be like Drill or somebody difficult. So let's proc Soaked. And then just hit him with lightning. Move fast. Put up that. If he walks through it, he'll take a lot of damage. That's the one thing. Bog Totem's already down. I need... maybe like necklaces that increase action skill duration would be good. Let's get Soaked back up. There he goes, he's soaked. Soaked is still up. Soaked is gone. Soaked back up. And you can tell he's soaked because you can see, like, the aura around him changes. Like, see? Why? I don't understand it, dude. You beat a boss and the Frost Buddy's still up. Like, who thought that that was a good idea? Who made it? Like, see? Why am I taking damage? It's over. I won. What is this? What a waste of time. What a stupid fucking mechanic. Just, when it's over, like, everything just shuts off. Total neutrality. Player can't take damage. It's over. You won. Fuck off with this fucking bullshit. There's a Frost Buddy I still have to fucking deal with, and there's still status effect lightning damage on the ground. Just fucking end it. Let me get my loot and move on to the next one. Fucking, I know it's nitpicky, but God almighty. How stupid. Okay. 1 point. So, okay, so now that I've put a point in wisdom, I can move over to companion damage, but I think I'm just going to spec into this entirely and then move on. This one, for example, I won't. This one I will move on to the next one because there's another thing I want to get to. That's kind of stupid, too. You have to spec into stuff to get it. Just like, I don't know. Not ideal. But hey. We upped our chaos level, so that's good. We achieved something good here. And I do want to work on some respecs. What did we get? 75% chance to reflect bullets and arrows at attackers nearby enemies while ward is not depleted. Plus 10 maximum health. Dark damage. Status effect chance, critical damage. Attacks. No. I mean, we can take that. So do I just look for the SMG with the lightning and high fire rate? Is that what I think that's what I do. Dark, no. Frost. High fire rate, Frost. 15% chance. 72 damage is kind of meh. But, I mean, it's 8% chance. We'll take the Frost ones. Because there is... Ooh, fire rate 6.4. It is a Spriggan. So that's actually pretty dope. We'll take the fire... Ooh. We'll take that. Be cool if you could re-roll, like, if you could make them change so that they actually have, like, an elemental effect on them. Because you can re-roll the enchants, but it'd be cool if you could, like, re-roll the, like, status effect. Or, like, element affinity, or whatever you want to fucking call it. Okay, so, what did we get? I think we got a better Spriggan here. We got a better... Yeah, we got this. Higher damage, higher chance, immaterially lower, higher fire rate bonus, lower fire rate. We'll try it out. And then this. Gun damage, reload speed, critical damage, weapon ward capacity. We'll give this a shot instead of that. I mean, Frost could be good because Frost damage, but this is so low. 80 damage, 8% versus 394. Yeah, I don't think so. And what do we have here? Critical chance, critical damage. Do any of these do anything better? Status effect chance. Critical chance, critical damage. I think because the status effect chance, I think we go with that one. Because I think those are just static effects, right? Or is that just for it? Actually, what was the enchant on the other one? Because the enchant is really important. When action skill is active, increase dark magic damage by 50%. None of them, other than this on spellcast, increase fire damage. So both of those are for elements we don't really... So what we could do is just re-roll the enchant on this real quick. Increase, yeah. Well, actually, increase lightning damage. Perfect. Accept. That is exactly what we want. To a T. And then we have to reset skills. Respec skills, yes. Okay, so skills. Secondary class. We want Stabomancer. Okay. We want to max out this. And we want to max out fire rate. Maybe poison. Yeah, what we could do is just 5 here for that. Do that. 1, 2, 3 here. We want the bog totems. We want status effect damage. We want this. Fate mirror gain increase. Yeah. We have 14 left. Increase damage dealt based on how full her ward is. I don't think that's okay. Frost. We could spec into Frost, but I think we just focus. We could just do poison until we get this. When a Fate Maker applies a poison status effect or critical damage, companion damage, action, school damage. Okay. We have 8 left. 1, 2, 1. We have 2 left. I don't think I can get the capstone for either of these based on how I've spec'd. Yeah. Poison damage is not all that important. Maybe we don't need... I feel like the spirits, like, we gotta... Maybe we don't need it. With the bog spirits, maybe we just don't need it. I don't know, though. Well, I guess what we could do is we could test if Contagion is better than Spirit Sworn. And also, I gotta change the way this chick looks. It's just horrendous. Armor decoration. Let's change the fucking primary color. Tertiary color. No, secondary color. Yes, we gotta get rid of this stuff. It's just so bright. Let's get off the bright stuff. Let's do like... What is causing it to be so bright? Here we go. My goodness. No, I kind of want that as the primary color. And then this, we can do like a blue. See, that's not like shiny. It doesn't hurt my eyes, but tertiary color. Just something muted. Just do more of that. I kind of like the night stripes. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool too. Fucking some Motley. I think the night stripes are kind of cooler though. Just so it doesn't hurt my eyes so bad.
How doth thou like me now?
So yeah, let's see how this feels. Wait, we can go up to 10 now. Let's try a normal run at 6. Let's see how we do.
Won't go hungry tonight.
Another thing I gotta worry about is like obviously things that have resistance to lightning. Like I can't do all lightning and then like one. Oh, spells. I also gotta figure out my spells. Oh my god, that's so annoying. You drop something good. If I can get up here. Spell damage, ability damage, no. Rank. So, yeah, spec into wisdom. Like this one, so we'll go into... What does intelligence even do again? Like we can, I guess... We're going to go all the way at 1, 2. So yeah, we want to spec into frost damage, right? So that we can then get status effect chance and then just spec into that until we're done here. I mean, eventually, obviously, we're going to get all of these, but it's just what we want to focus on first, I think, that matters. And we want to do status effect chance and damage. And the other one's like lightning damage, which might share Let's just do it easy. We're not like at min-maxed point yet, so I think we don't really need to challenge ourselves too hard. Oh my god. What am I doing? Am I protecting? I'm protecting.
Never send a corpse to do a killer's job. Ready to cast.
The gun, it is kind of doing what I want it to, but I think just like a regular gun with a different fire rate, or like a regular, like not this beam, would be good. Fuck it, I'm not stopping every time I get myth points. I'm just gonna fucking let them rack up, and then we'll deal with them later. Do it at the end of the run or something. Spent too much time in menus already. God, it's amazing how slow I am until I start doing lightning damage. Oh, hello. Perhaps something I should do is... I literally just lost my train of thought. I don't know. The Spirit Swarm seems... Also, the Spirit Swarm can be super annoying. Like, if it gets near a barrel, it just fucking explodes. And that can be so bad. Maybe I'm doing enough damage without it, to be honest. It's what I get for standing still. I get killed and it's not fun. And to think there are builds where people actually have to stand still, it's crazy to me. Come on, lady, let's go. Dance with me. Oh my god, what am I stuck on? What, is she invisible? Yeah, I get stuck in my lightning bubble. I hate those. It's such a stupid challenge. Stand still. Stand in a game where like you stand still for a second. All like that. Stand still for a second. Health gone. Makes no sense. Also, like the flashbang effect at the when you clear an encounter. Like, can we just not do that? I like, you know, eyesight. Eyesight's cool. Make me think my fucking shield is broken every time I beat a level. You know, all this to be said, I'm not seeing the bog spirits coming out of my gun all that often because I can't really hit criticals with the Spriggan. I have my critical chance up as high as it can be, but I just don't think it's hitting crits. Like, look at that. I'm holding the trigger down on an enemy for an extended period of time, and just none of those poison bog spirits are appearing. What hit me? God, the recoil on this thing. Alright, he's soaked. So should be taking extra damage. There we go. I hate these ones too. Ugh. Keep the fucking fire spirit alive. Can I not, though? Can I do something else with my time? Something fun? No? I have to press E to pick this thing up, drag it over here, press E to feed this fucking thing. It's just like not fun. It just feels like work. It just felt like such like an afterthought. Like they were like, oh, what can we make them do to like give them an extra thing to do while they're doing things? Just, you know, I gotta do this pointless fucking thing. Pick up these things and then they bring it over to this other thing. That's something they can do while they're doing, you know, the thing. Like, I don't know. Who thought that that would be fun? You gotta think about this stuff. Is blank fun? No. We won't do it. Destroying a statue. Fun. Protecting a statue. Fun enough. Feeding a fire thing? Like, I don't know. Like, really? It's not as bad as the stand in one spot. The melee damage is kind of like, okay, I think you're just appealing to the people who have a melee build, which is fine. I'm not in love with my spell. I kind of want to, let's experiment with some of the other spells that we have. Because this spell is like, Consuming Eruption. This one, this one was actually really good. Maybe we should just go back to it for a while. Like, what did it do? Responds to Singularity, erupts after a short delay. Let's go back to this one. Just massive amounts of damage that we can do with that. Another thing that I kind of have a grievance with is there's just too many of these fucking barrels everywhere. Like, I get it, but like, how often are people relying on those barrels for damage themselves? And how often is it just like a thing that a player's next to, for example, that they don't even realize, and then all of a sudden they have no health and are completely drained of health and blah blah blah. And or one, you know, has a delayed fuse and explodes after, you know, on an encounter clear, and, you know, right? Like, am I crazy? Is it maybe like explosive barrels are kind of really fucking annoying, and maybe we should tone those down? I don't know. Small, you know, nitpicky, but you know, that's what people are today. The smallest things are just massive problems. The build feels good even without the Spirit Swarm. Like, honestly, I'm you know, it's only Chaos level 6, so it's like not much, but like as is right now, if this is like if I can keep this consistency by just leveling up gear, I think like potentially could be a very good end game build. I mean, that spell is actually sick. It just like can one-shot stuff. And it's good that it's poison too, because no, I think that's status effect.
I got all the magic I need.
So I don't think it procs soaked. I didn't even look at what the side objective was. Nullify? No, absolutely not nullify. Okay, we got this guy. Holy shit, he just yeeted me. Nightmare can be a bitch. Like right now, he's gonna be kind of a bitch. But thank God I have the movement speed buff, so I can just kind of like get away. Oh, man. Get our movement speed buff back so we can escape this swirling monstrosity that is Nightmare. Get our bog totem back up. Try to proc. Soaked. Get soaked back up. Deal lightning damage. Soaked is back down. Try to get soaked back up. Soaked is back up. Deal lightning damage. Get bog totem back up. Come on, proc soaked. Won't happen. Uh-oh. Did I just crash?
Come on then. Let's get this over with.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Kill the archer. Whew. He can be really annoying, but he wasn't today, and I am thankful for that. Okay, we'll take that. All damage dealt. I mean, that's good, but not what we need. I mean, we did that pretty easily. I think we can go up higher as far as like chaos level. Spell damage, spell status effect chance is lowered, so that's a no. Ability damage, no. Movement speed while ward is depleted, plus 17. Plus 48 to minus 10. That's actually kind of sick. Critical chance, critical damage, attack speed. We'll take that. I don't think that's what we need. And do we just go for the... I think we have a pretty good gun for now with this one. So maybe... I don't know. This is really good. The plus movement speed and fire rate is so fucking good. The Raiders reinforced leather of the hummingbird. If we can spec this so that we can get a Blight Call or Stabbo with movement speed, fire rate, let's go for it. Nice. All damage dealt, spell critical, increased fire rate. It's Stabbo spell shot, so. Companion ability, no. Clawbringer, Blight Caller, ability damage, companion damage, no. No. Gun damage, ooh, movement speed. Clawbringer. Battlemaster Sturdy Plate of the Bloodthirsty Savant. We'll take it. Ability, all damage dealt. God, they don't make this easy. Alright. Nothing really worth it. If this one rolled with fire rate and movement speed, that would be so sick. I mean, the plus 8% fire rate, maybe this one with a 30% gun damage is just better. And gun critical hit chance being higher. Maybe it's worth it. I'm going to favorite this. We'll try out this one and see what happens. We didn't really get anything else worthwhile. Let's check our myth rank. 6 points to spend. So here, we don't care about spell critical. We don't care. What is intelligence? We don't care about spell cooldown. Frost damage we do, but what we're trying to spec into is over there. And this one we're going for. Oh, none of these really matter. Melee, 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 dark magic, melee, critical. Honestly, maybe just Constitution, so we're less of a... I mean, it's not really going to make a huge impact. Gun handling, mag size, move speed, fire rate is what we're going for. So we want to go down here. Here to here. What? I can't go across. I have to go here or here. Oh, okay. So to get to fire rate, we can go here, here, here. So we'll spec into that. Here, spam wisdom. Here, what were we trying to do? Status effect chance. Here, we'll just keep going in on Constitution. Here, we'll spec now into reload speed, right? Oh, we're out. So yeah, so next we'll go reload speed, which will unlock fire rate, and then we'll spam that. All right. We'll keep running these dungeons and seeing if we can perfect this build. It feels good. It feels good even without the swarm. Like, the swarm is good. I just don't know that maybe it's not great. Maybe there's some other way we can spec more Stabbo and then, you know, lightly spec Blight Caller, but like, I don't know. The poison damage, does it even matter? Poison ability damage. I spec'd all the way into the poison damage. Maybe I should have saved that for... Maybe I should have saved that for this. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's still a lot of work to be done here. Still a lot of testing and runs to do, so... And I have all the DLCs I still need to play through, which... Who knows if those are even like, worthwhile, but... At the very least, we can keep running these until we get like a decent kit, and then we can kind of run through the DLCs and then respec and rekit from there. But I think as is, we're pretty good. Like, we might be able to try Chaos level 10, because we ran through 6 pretty easily. We only went down a couple times. I never felt too in danger. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, this notably not an ASMR video, just because, I don't know. I don't know if, like... I'm not making ASMR anymore, but I just didn't want to make an ASMR video today. Or at least for this video. So for those of you who are disappointed that it's not, I am sorry, but just didn't feel like it, so... but more to come for that, for sure. But yeah, for those of you that like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and potentially non-ASMR content, this is here for you. And then other ASMR content certainly coming in the near future. I've been kind of like hankering replaying like Final Fantasy or something, maybe doing another Final Fantasy VII playthrough or something, but like we already have an entire playthrough in the books on the channel, so I don't know that we need another, but for some reason, maybe like the remake, like I started replaying the remake in, you know, like in preparation for Rebirth coming out at the end of the month, and I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Later.